Derek, Alan put the pressure on you. Alan had a great question about the show. And if you've watched the show, when we do our formal interviews, we always give an opportunity for guests to ask questions. So this is kind of a wonder/question. Alan's done his. He's learned out the biggest secret of the show.
Like literally one.
So did all the wonders. Like so many people asked. Now you guys all know.
Yeah, and that's crazy.
You're welcome.
But Derek, what say you? Or what ask you?
When are we going to stop overexposing ourselves on social media and start leaving a simpler life?
Oh, boy.
Oh, shit.
Now, that's tough to bring up to a podcast where we've got a white collar, a blue collar, and a
white collar,
turquoise collar.
Derek, what part of a question about the show?
We were hoping not to get ourselves fired.
Hold on a minute. I'm trying to update my status here. Getting ready to go take a shit. Be right. Be right back. Be right back.
So restate your question.
We're overexposing ourselves on social media.
When are we going to stop overexposing ourselves on social media?
Because we're so worried about getting the picture as opposed to living in the moment.
Ooh. Kind of like the Mick Ultra guy. Coming like the Mick Ultra guy. The Mick Ultra guy at the Masters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you
was
probably...
was that the Masters?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it wasn't at the Masters because they don't allow your phone.
What the hell was it?
It was a golf game.
Maybe it was.
Ryder Cup, I think.
You guys are familiar with what I'm talking about?
Not
really.
I know
we're talking about golf. We might as well be talking about
Spanish.
Now, do you guys golf at all?
You guys play golf at all?
No. I
should
play
golf
putt every once in a while with the kids.
You guys should golf with me. This guy and this guy, they've really been working on their numbers.
I suck.
I like to get up and drive the buggy.
Oh, yeah. That's what I like doing. That's what I like doing.
We'll golf together.
Now, about
16 there, big fella.
Oh, he's beat me like 3 times.
You got 16 handicap.
He could play.
Biden's got 6.
He's 113 and doesn't know
what was that 8? I don't know what it was. 6
You're right. I think it was 6.
We don't talk politics until we do, but that guy probably was awful.
A shit show.
Did you see where Trump said, I'll play you in golf, and if you beat me, I'll donate $1 million to a charity of your choice?
I didn't hear that.
It was just recent, like in the last day or two. He said, hey, you know what? All right, if you want to do this, we'll go play golf.
Hey, but
PGA Championship.
I bet Biden responded
he's got to
with
carry his
something.
own bag.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Can you do that?
Can you do that?
That was awesome.
Probably not a chance.
So the photo that Casey and I were talking about it is 100% to a T what you were just talking about.
Okay.
So this guy is at the 2022 PGA Championship at Southern Hills Country Club in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And Tiger Woods is playing his second shot on the first hole of the second round of the tournament. So they got a lot of time left, right? And there's this whole zoo of people that are following Tiger through this tournament. And as you see, everybody in this crowd, they all got their phones, right? And there's this one dude. There's this one guy, right?
Taking in the moment.
For the moment.
Right there. You see it?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's on their cell phones, and then there's the one guy that's got a Mick Ultra in his hand, and he's just taking it all. He's just watching Tiger make a shot. He doesn't have his phone out. He's living in the moment.
Right.
Oh,
and Mick Ultra grabbed a hold of this photo, and they're going to supply this dude with a lifetime worth of Mick Ultra beer because it went that viral. To go back to your point about living in the moment. Like we were talking earlier off air about like going to see Tool and Pussifer and Perfect Circle and all these other bands that
do not allow.
Right. Yeah. Maynard James Keenan has this extremely hardcore rule about.
I don't think it's as hardcore as comedians. Comedians, they'll put it in a bag,
right,
lock it up for you,
right. So
especially if they're filming for like
Netflix specials or whatever, right? So some friends of ours, we were at the same show. They were sitting down in a lower level at a Tool show in Louisville. Me and Nathan Frick were 4 rows from the rule.
Well,
I can't even speak.
Where were you and how far
I'm having
was
a
it?
stroke. Give me a break. We were 4 rows from the roof, and of course we got our phones out and shit, but like. Down low, where the security's at, if you even get it out to like read a text message, they'll escort you out of the
You're
room.
out of there.
Kind of like if you're sitting in old Perv Row.
Yeah,
at a
exactly.
gentleman's establishment.
Yeah, if you're up at the titty bar on Perv Row and you're wanting to check your email,
You can't touch. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
It hurt.
Yeah, you can't. But
Well,
no, like
yeah.
I remember
Speaking from experience.
Casey's probably never
What are
been
you
to one.
looking at me for?
He's never
You're
been
the
to
one
one.
that said it.
He's
No,
never
that
been
was
to one.
Dave.
1,000% me.
Keep my name out your mouth.
But I can remember early on. So
drummers.
do you remember when Facebook, like when it first started, where you had to have a college?
Hold on, before you go to that,
Okay.
I'm gonna put the brakes on your rambling. So, on your question, are you asking it from like you guys as performers at shows? Like, do you see it a lot?
No, we're not. We're
I'm talking about
nowhere
person-
near that big.
I'm talking about personally.
I think you probably are. Wait until
Oh.
September 13th.
Oh yeah,
September
Here we
13th.
We're
go.
out there at the
Holland Park.
Dutchman Barbecue Contest,
Come on
and
down to
we're
the
just
Holland
out
Fest.
there.
Friday.
And Dave might be on a
Oh.
harmonica.
He is a he is a vocalist, lead vocals. But
That's true. I
We should have
loves
really
monster
planned on
trucks.
sing a song together tonight. We should
tonight, you think?
We'll do a little
Well, maybe we'll
karaoke.
do it on Friday's show. Or something.
Oh,
so
that's
we'll come back for our
so
Fridays.
you're not thinking about like at events like where you as a performer like you see somebody with their phone up and you're like it's taken away from a moment.
No, I think that's probably pretty flattering for you guys, though, right? If somebody's videoing your show, wouldn't that be
Maybe.
cool?
Yeah, maybe.
Depends on how many Jaeger bombs this guy's had.
I love Jaeger bombs.
Oh, I love them.
like 12
Love 'em.
years.
That's a weakness, but
Hey,
that's a
I've
weakness.
not had one in over a decade, but if you want to have them down there at the Holland Fest,
You're
I'll
not-
black out with you, and we will wake up on Sunday.
almost-
who won?
Hey,
I
time
almost
out,
packed
time
a
out,
little
time out.
cooler.
Time out. After the show on Friday, down at the cabin while people are cooking.
Yes.
Yeah, I hope
You
you,
can
guys
do all
aren't
the
planning on
Jaeger
going
bombs you
home.
want.
We're kind of
No,
we
I'm
kind
in
of
it to
live
win
at
it.
the Holland Fest.
Yeah, we have our own little squadron down there. Like we
We may be
Very
able to
nice.
do an acoustic show.
Oh yeah,
Ooh,
and
yeah, we
after,
could do
and like
Oh,
a-
acoustic on the cabin. Yeah.
look at that. We could sell tickets and take the money ourselves.
There you go.
No,
we
it's going
can't
to be
do
open for the people.
For the people.
All for the people.
I think the problem on social
I
media
just
is
got real excited about a good
All
time
right,
on my
Dave.
birthday week.
Calm down here for a second.
Can't do it.
We're going to answer Derek's question and then we can move on to choice cuts. I think that the problem like with social media and the overexposure is about it almost goes back to the Gypsy Rose Blanchard. A lot of people are chasing the likes, the messages, all the other stuff, which is weird because you're talking about three guys that
That
put
literally
stuff
do
on
that.
content
Yeah,
all
we
the
do
time
that.
and we
We do
want
that a
people to
lot.
like, which, hey, by the way, high five, 3.5 thousand followers on Facebook.
Very nice. Very
Yeah.
nice.
And we're getting close. No, stop it. Stop it.
Oh,
Stop it.
now.
Round of
blush.
applause.
Which, and then that YouTube number keeps creeping.
Yeah, it's
Keeps creeping. But I think that we're so void of human interaction, like us sitting here talking and having a conversation and hanging out, that's what's creating the oversharing on Facebook and on Twitter and on TikTok and all these other things.
We've either got a neighbor or a child. That's a neighbor.
Yeah. Because we're not able to have that communication. And so you don't know how like boundaries work. Like as we were raised through our friends, through our family, through other things, we learned like what's socially acceptable, what boundaries are there. But these kids that have grown up in this technology age, they can't handle conversation. Like as a coach, like a
so
kid,
awkward.
so
awkward.
as a kid, like coaching a kid, like, hey, what are you feeling right now? Like, what's wrong? Like, why are you so down and out? And they almost look at you and they just start crying or they break down because they don't know how to communicate.
Yeah,
And
no eye contact or nothing.
Unreal.
Staring at the ground.
Unreal how it works out. So I think that oversharing is trying to fill a void of what we grew up with where you played, you talked, and
Yeah.
there was something, I forget where it was or what I was listening to, but they talked, what is that? Are they
I
gonna
believe
shut
that's a buggy outside still running.
Well, it needs to be shut off because I can hear it in my headphones.
That's okay. We'll work through
So,
it.
but like it was somebody that was talking about, dating in this day and age. And they're like, dude, there was nothing tougher than getting shut down at a bar, like from some girl that you went to go like hit on or something. Because it's all swipe right or swipe left. And so, there was, I think it was on Part of My Take, they were talking about
Right.
it.
Right.
And like, think about that. Like, you have a long time relationship, you're married. Like, I didn't swipe right on my wife.
No.
Like, it just wasn't. It was a communication. It was a setup thing, and it went from there. She could have easily looked at my Facebook profile and was like,
I'm out.
I'm out on that fat bastard.
Hey, I got a buddy that legitimately married a girl that he met on Twitter, and they have like a huge photo in their living room that said, all because two people swiped right. Like, legitimately.
Hey, we collectively kind of got a buddy. You know him, but he got married to a chick from DuBois County,
Oh, yeah?
and their whole thing was
I said Twitter,
I
but I meant
s-
Tinder.
Yeah,
what
there you
is
go, buddy.
it? Swiping right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tinder.
Okay, we swiped right. That was kind of their
Maybe it's the same
their thing.
people.
It could
Highly
be.
doubtful.
Doubt it.
No.
Okay. Well, if-
Well, but do you
Okay.
remember, like, early on, like, it was so taboo
Oh, yeah.
to have
Oh, yeah.
met
Like
your-
taboo or taboo?
either.
I love that.
Either.
I hope
It's either.
Tomato.
Yeah,
I hope
right.
you stub
Yeah.
your toe.
I know.
But
it was.
but
totally.
it's like it
Yeah.
was, and they would create like backstories, like, "Oh, how'd you guys meet?" Well, we were in the produce aisle at the grocery, and she was looking at melons,
Yeah,
and I
right.
was
You
I was looking at her
carrots.
melons.
You met her
Yeah.
on farmersonly.com, you lying sack of shit.
Yeah, but it is. I mean, and it's worrisome. Like, I mean, we all got kids. Like,
Yeah.
it's something like our kids.
It's a wild deal, man.
and
It's a new world.
it is,
Yeah.
and a lot of that interaction you see is, like on the gaming side now, because with
Oh,
gaming,
God.
all those people are on there. Max could be playing Fortnite with some
Yep.
convicted child molester
You
that
never
just
know.
got out
No,
on
you
parole.
just do not know.
You
and
have no
and you don't know what he's talking to him about, like to your kid about, or what this about. And
We
Yeah, we've been really strict with our kids, especially
shit.
my son.
Us
He
too.
plays. I don't know what he plays.
Fortnite.
But he's talking to all kinds of people and everything.
Mhm.
It's like, who
Roblox.
the hell are you talking to, man?
Roblox. Yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah, that is a huge thing.
hmm
So
I don't know.
Bunch of freaking weird.
We,
You got anything to add to Derek's question?
I probably did about 7 minutes
Oh,
ago,
my
but
God.
I've had enough beers by now. It's probably best kept to myself.
Yep, there we go. What about you, big fella?
I'm good.
Hey,
Yeah,
good news is it's